Good morning, my dear subscribers. You're welcome to Sunlight Grant channel, where we give you the latest of the UAAG disbursement funding. In case you're new on my channel, please don't forget to click on the notification bell and subscribe. In case we drop new videos, you'll be highly updated.
Just before we go to bed tonight, today the 17th of December 2025, I want to thank you sincerely. I'm about to respond to some of the concerns, the doubt, and some of the questions that we have, and it's important that I thank you sincerely for your comments, your concerns, your criticisms, your encouragement, and even the doubts you are having. I've taken time to read your comments, including those that let me stop that actually. All right, whatever then. I just believe that it's important to address everyone openly, calmly, and honestly. And first, let me make one thing very clear, that all of us, I'm not holding anybody's money. One. Secondly, I'm not a disbursement authority. I'm not also speaking on behalf of UAAG. I am not speaking on behalf of GCDM, Pioneer, or Theobarth. And like many of you, I am also a subscriber. Like many of you, I am also waiting. So, but my role has only been to also share updates to us as they come, to analyze information critically placed in the public space, and then encourage people to remain calm, informed, and also rational. So I'm going to be addressing these questions one by one to ensure that we're on the same page. The first question, if I'm not mistaken, is coming from Olaniwaju Temidayo, and I think I've answered something similar to this before. Listen to what it says. The Princess said, now you are getting my views. Everybody need this disbursement, but at the same time, we need to be neutral between Akagon and people who are saying Akagon is not informed. Today is 14th December. Remain some days before the year runs out. We will see who win the race. Only disbursement can silence Akagon. All right. Yes, you are absolutely right. You're right. Everybody truly needs the disbursement. Times are hard. Nigeria is not easy right now, and emotions are flying so high because this money means food, it means rent, it means school fees, it means medical bills, and it also means survival for a lot of families. And at the same time, neutrality is very important. But being neutral does not mean being silent. Being neutral does not mean supporting lies. Being neutral means not judging or jumping into conclusions before facts are confirmed. And I think that history has taught us that when emotions takes over facts, confusion breeds. That is why I have always said that we should judge by result, not by noise. If disbursement happens, truth speaks for itself. And if it does not happen on time, accountability would definitely be demanded. And when you say only disbursement can silence Akagon or any other voice, that statement is 100% correct, because I've said it many times even here. No write-up, no voice note, no video, no prophecy, no argument can even replace actual alerts. At the end of the day, it's not explanations, it's not assurances, it's not timelines. Only real disbursement will settle everything. But until then, everyone is entitled to speak, and everyone is entitled to question, to criticize, or to believe otherwise. I'm just being honest with us. Then we have another one that is coming from, I think that settles that. There was one that appreciated me, that has been following me right from the time I share updates on cryptocurrency, and that's Gabriel Emansin. That's been following my updates since I used to share updates concerning cryptocurrency. But then that, am I not tired of giving unrealistic expectations? Emansin, all right, I want to appreciate you so much, and that's a very important question. I want to answer it honestly. I understand this concern so deeply. Nobody wants to build hope only for it to crash. No. And nobody wants a repeat of past disappointments. Nobody wants another Christmas promise, a story that ends in silence. And that is the only reason why, if you observe carefully, I do not give personal guarantees. I report what is said by stakeholders and clearly state when something is an expectation, not a confirmation. If at any point my update sounded like sure banking in your ears, I sincerely ask you or anyone to understand that expectation is not the same as certainties. I also want to say this very clearly. If anyone chooses to stop believing updates, that is their right. The moment you stop, it's your right to stop. If anyone chooses to wait quietly, that is also their right. And so no one is forced or coerced into believing what is not their right. It's a choice. All right? When we provide them information, it's your right to listen to it. It's your right to ignore that. It's your right to go with the one that resonates with you or that suits your fancy. No one is coerced. No one is forced. Then there was a question. I hope that settles that with Mr. Emansin. There was a question of someone asking, why is there too much talk and no action? Too much talk and no action. I think, okay, still that question is still coming from Mr. Gabriel Emansin. Why is there too much talk and there is no much action? All right, I think if I may respond to that as a question, that's a question on everybody's mind, yes. And truthfully, it's a fair question, yes. But in this large-scale disbursement that is involving a lot of stakeholders, huge sums of money, verification systems, government-related structures, things are really as simple as press a button. I don't know who was talking a couple of days ago that says the disbursement is just a click away, just a button to press, and everybody's credited no matter how much or how many were. Yes, that is true. But the process that leads to that, honestly, that is where we are still in currently. So things are not really as simple as that click of a button before we get there. And that said, delay does not mean silence is acceptable. No. I beg your pardon. So, in other words, communication from stakeholders, from the government body must be clearer. It must be consistent and more realistic, because people deserve updates that do not raise false expectations for them. They do. They put in their investment there, so they deserve that clarity. They do. Then someone also says that we have seen this pattern before. Wait, who was that who said that? I think okay. I think I'm coming. Just 1 minute. I want to pick things as they were. Okay, I think that's from my good friend El Crisito. Wonderful personality there. I want to appreciate her so much. El Crisito. He said, Princess says, she will know if it carry this disbursement matter. Go some well-known big voices like VDM, Aisha Yusufu, Peter Obi, Showore Rufai, Oseni, because my people, we have been here before. We have seen this SIM card play out before. They have pushed it to Theobarth now. Very soon, they will cook something that will require us to be patient till New Year passes. Then the ball will be passed to Pioneer, and they will drag about how they are putting measures in place because the money is huge and a part of 2026 economy. Then boom, we will hear from UAAG again. We have to break the cycle. The ambers of our protest are voices, and that of the voiceless should not be muffled in patience. Wonderful, Ecrosito. Anyway, these are concerns, and they are valid concerns. A lot of Nigerians have, a lot of us, we are Nigerians, but a lot of us have experienced these cycles of promises, the shifting of responsibility, patience, speeches, and then long silence again. So skepticism is understandable. But then I think one key difference this time is the visibility. Visibility. And that is to say that the matter is no longer hidden. It's no longer hidden as it used to be. Conversations right now are open. By the grace of God, the advent of the GCDM President, Reverend Moses, has made things to be a little bit open, not as so secretive, like one secret cult, like one cult, like, no, that era has passed. You understand? So conversations right now seems to be open. Stakeholders have been mentioned publicly, and that alone means that pressure exists. You understand? I once upon a time put a poll like whether we should take this matter to VDM, but at some point I began to consider the pros and the cons and the consequences of that, which I gave comprehensive response towards that later on. I just felt it wasn't so necessary because, yes, VDM is an activist. It can blow something up right now, and then the consequence after could be more bizarre than what we think. Honestly, things are not the way it used to be anymore. There is pressure right now, all right? And the pressure must lead to result, not stories. Not stories. Then there was someone who raised the issue, I think, who was that? Who raised the issue that Reverend Moses has been deceived. I think I treated this case before. Who is this? Okay. This is coming from Ademola Oladipo. You say, I beg, what approval are they still waiting for all this while? I hope that Reverend Moses was not deceived by this unscrupulous something, whether unscrupulous element or something like that. Anyway, no one can conclusively say that Reverend Moses had been deceived unless evidence proves it. I posted a VN right on this platform in the afternoon where a comrade was saying that if the fund was disbursed, if Pioneer or Theobarth is finally disbursed, they should call him names or something like that. But then when it has to do with Reverend Moses